Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all, my people. Things are really happening right now in Nigeria, and all these things are happening because of the awareness. People are not beginning to understand. People are not beginning to see the real truth behind everything these politicians does. Anyway, guys, I want to show you this video because Nigeria's state is really shaking. We don't even know where we are right now. We don't know where we are going to. And before that, I want to thank everyone for always coming out here. Okay, may God Almighty bless you all. And I also want to appreciate YouTube for making this platform, valuable for us. Make we take, they see wetin dey happen and they understand wetin dey happen for this our country. And I also want to put a disclaimer that in Prospect Channels TV, we don't incite, we don't promote hate speech, we don't promote misleading information, we don't promote violence, we don't incite war. Me, I dey hate all those things. I dey hate speech, I dey hate violence, I dey hate misleading information and war. So YouTube, please kindly take note of that. What we do here is to dish out information. They talk say information na power, and people need to understand what is happening around them. So guys, let's just watch this video together. Thank you.
Nigerian lawmakers brought the Minister of Aviation, Mr. Festus, before a panel and started questioning him. They asked him, why is it that the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to restructure the Nigerian College of Aviation, Zaria? Why is it that this administration is bent on restructuring that school, citing 6 campuses at 6 different regions in the country? Now, look at what the minister said. He said, my lord, that school in Zaria, that aviation school in Zaria, cannot meet the needs, cater for the needs of over 200 million Nigerians. Cannot cater for the needs of over 200 million Nigerians. And we know we have issues. I'm adding my own answer. This one I said, he didn't say so. I'm adding my own answer. You know, we have issues with nepotism and politics, bureaucracy. Nepotism first. Northern politicians, northern leaders are usually nepotistic. Look at Buhari's government. Look at how he almost employed all the whole of Katsina for federal government appointment. Katsina State, nepotism. We know how nepotistic the North is. So citing that College of Aviation is going to have restrictions on other people. So we need to split this College of Aviation into the 6 different regions so that other people can have access. Not everything, not. Then when you are going to North, they start scrutinizing you. See, when you enter schools, you understand what I'm saying. If you have gotten an admission into different schools, there's this nepotism, there's this bureaucracy, there's this thing that will limit you. There's this politics that's being played. It's all about ethnicity. So since we are an ethnic country, we want to split this Nigerian College of Aviation into 6 geopolitical zones so that everybody will have access. I looked at that tweet and I looked at the comments. Most Northerners were not okay with the answers the minister gave to the Nigerian lawmakers. See, that answer is okay. No more answer. Case closed. The restructuring is it. This administration must continue in its restructuring stride. After the NCA, Nigerian College of Aviation, we are going to the NDA, Nigeria Defense Academy. You think we are just sitting down here and talking anyhow? I've said it before, I don't usually come out to do broadcast. But when I say some things, they make sense and they do come to pass. They happen. I'm not a prophet. But I look at some things and I could do speculations. After the NCA, we are moving to other sectors of the country that needs to be demystified and restructured for the betterment moving forward, because we cannot carry most of our institutions and put in the knots that is dragging the country back. If we have the College of Aviation in the Southeast, it will bring skill and experience, connections to the Southeast. We have many Southeasterners, talented, skillful, that if they go to this aviation school, we have many pilots, many people, aviation engineers. How many students in the south that have put one course or the other, but they are unable to achieve that aim, because if you are going to the north, it's like passing through different hurdles. Is that nepotism? Is that insecurity? Is that religious, whatever, that will stop you from achieving your dream as a pilot or as an aeronautic engineer? I remember when we were small, I have friends that wanted to become aeronautic engineer. Then you now realize that we have the Nigerian College of Aviation in Zaria, just one college that is serving the whole 200 million people. It is a good answer from Festus, the Minister of Aviation, that Zaria cannot meet our needs, and let the lawmakers take it like that. After that, we are going to go to other sections of the country. I like what Tinubu is doing. Divide the north, divide, rule and conquer them. Divide. The hand of that Fulani, I'm much more particular about Fulani grip. I'm not concerned about anything. I understand what Tinubu is doing is setting up the southwest massively setting up the southwest against every other region. He's building the southwest. Southwest comes first for him. He's a tribal leader like Awolowo first. That's why when Buhari finished, as a Democrat as he is, he even did much more worse than Buhari in appointments. I'm giving you my backup why he's a tribal person. You see, urbanization never happened before. Look at all the positions. SA, SSAs, ministers and everything. Look at how Yoruba full everywhere. And he's a Democrat too. The military guy who is a nepotistic guy, Buhari, that set this precedent, have not done half of what Tinubu did. So on that part, so I'm not concerned. I'm just concerned about him. That grip of Fulani wanted to impoverish wanted to say the North, remember, we will bring you down. We will do this. This is Nigeria. All those born to rule matchmaking, they should cut it off. That's what I'm interested. I know the Southeast is being deprived of so many things. I'm telling you, we'll have a time to discuss about those things. But the priority now is that let the evil hand that is trying to put Nigeria together by all means, because they are benefiting from Nigeria, let that evil hand be dismembered. Let that evil hand wither. So if God is going to use Tinubu to do that, I'm in for it. We know that inland ports is being created in the southwest. While we have the southern part of Nigeria, we are not focusing on the viability of the inland ports. You know, Ogoni, for a very long time, some people just overlooked Ogoni. Now, they carry billions of dollars going to look oil exploration in the north. Billions, oil exploration. Billions, spend billions. At the end of the day, you are coming back to Ogoni. So those inland ports that the president is setting up in the southwest, you need it better in the south. You need it better in this. That is where it is supposed to be. We as Southerners, we understand what is going on. We understand what the president is doing. He's setting up whatever bill you see that is coming up. He's setting up the Yorubas for greatness. He's setting them up, and I don't blame them. We did not understand the kind of politics that has been played in Nigeria a long time ago. Aguiyi and Nnamdi did not understand that Nigeria was not meant to be united. While Ahmadu Bello was practicing his northernization agenda, Awolowo was practicing Awarawa politics in the southwest. I don't use the word stupid for Azikiwe or foolish. I don't use the word. He was a scholar, but he was myopic and blind to the fact that these people are not interested in one Nigeria. You are forcing them. Look at Aguiyi. You are forcing them. And you are giving these people effrontery to start now say it is Igbos that never wanted. Igbos, these guys were not representing Igbos at a time. So if you want to lump that, I know that the southwest and other regions are playing politics with that statement that it's Igbos that never wanted Nigeria. They were the ones forcing everybody to join one Nigeria. I know it's politics, but the real deal there is that Igbos never wanted. It was these selfish, myopic leaders, foolish leaders, that took that stance. So everybody needs to realize that people are playing ethnic politics these days. Look at America. Look at Trump. ethnic politics. If you sit down there and you slack, this guy from Emilokon, he entered. He bullied his way. He signed contracts. He entered alliances. Your turn, my turn. He did all he can to set up his people. And he's setting them up. Look at different ministries. Replacing this, put this. Replacing this, and most of them are Southwesterners. Replacing this, put this. Now, the people, the Southwesterners will get skill, experience, connection, exposure. These are the things, the benefits of fixing your people in different positions of power. Okay, as a graduate of English and Mass Communication, I'm not working in any ministry or minister of whatever, finance, minister of whatever. There are some things that I will not be exposed to, some information I will not be privy to, some experiences, some exposure that I will not be privy to. I might be looking at the pages of newspaper and some things I see on the streets and everything, or the schools I went to, or people I interact with. But at that level, the engagement at that level is high, and it's good for you as somebody who studied, who's a graduate from Igbo land. We have very few people at the ministry, the different ministries that are exposed. Because when you want to call somebody that is going to lead the country, a leader, a politician, is somebody that has the exposure. Somebody that, look at Okpebolo. He needs to be in the Senate. Even while he's in the Senate, he needs the backing of some people. Exposure. So Tinubu is giving his people exposure, skill, connection, link, setting up his people for this future. I'm advising my Igbo brothers, whatever you have now, utilize it. Build the foundation of the Southeast. I've told you that Nigeria will not last because everybody is setting a precedence of the ethnic coloration self, the color, whether I know the kind of color, the ethnic coloration. Everybody is about themselves. Every region is about themselves. A bigger lion wants to eat the smaller lion. His dog eats dog. Is survival of the fittest. That's the politics that is being played now. How much do you have to bring to the table? What are you bringing to the table? How can you engage us? Do you have the numbers? You see, the Fulani use the Hausa population, population, and the Middle Belt, use them to negotiate for power and position of authority. Their old Fulani people now rose from the ranks, minority tribal with sense. Those are highly nepotistic. A Fulani does not see you as somebody who is in his level. He sees himself as above everybody in Nigeria. The Fulani see themselves as above. One governor said that the Fulani are a special people. He was standing with bandits with gun, saying that thing. The Fulani are a special people. So the Fulani does not see you as himself. No, he sees you as below him. Even if he's living in the bush, or he's rearing cows, and you are driving big jeep, or you're living in a skyscraper, he doesn't see you. He sees you as less of a human being. To him, you are lesser than him. And that's how Islam sees someone that is not a Muslim. Islam, if you're not a Muslim, they look at you as this one, rich. So everybody, the Igbo people, whatever you have, we have been saying it, invest in the Southeast. You start the investment now, creative investment. You think it might not yield. It's for the future. Look at how the Southwest politicians gather themselves and they were thinking ahead, and see where they are today. Although if you take away Lagos, there might not be any Southwest, but they focused on that Lagos and made sure that they secure that Lagos till death do them part. And Lagos is like Nigeria. Lagos, there's no state in Nigeria that is not represented in Lagos. There's no single state. So the Southwest politicians were wise enough to come together, unify themselves. I told you in my former broadcast that no insecurity can happen without the politicians having a hand in it. But there in the Southeast, we have governors, we have senators that are triggering insecurity, that are part of the insecurity because of whatever ambition. Politicians, they ride on sentiment, ideology.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian.
Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold for a second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Edigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
To the government, the Nigerian government be worried about people.
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angobula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. An abnormal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle, and now gradually it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now there are some Igbo men, some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are formed alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or I said, I made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said, post that election, that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average left person is not, will not given the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been after the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you that 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you, when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.